Hello, guys. I'm back live again. I don't know what one this makes it. Probably the sixth or seventh live, maybe eighth live we've done now. So I'm going to do the usual spamming around, try and get people following it if I can, just to get the numbers up. We need to get the numbers up. So just bear with me for just a second while some of you jump on in the room and in the chat. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a great day or great weekend. Um, I know there's a few events going on in the UK at the moment. Um, so yeah, I hope some of you have been to that. And if you have, let me know in the comment section. Hi, Patrick. Thanks for joining, buddy. Mikey Blake and Marcello. Hello from Italy. Buongiorno. I think that's right. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining. Afternoon, Alad / evening. Yes, it's the evening for me, coming up to 10 o'clock, 9:30, so it's not too late. And there's a public holiday tomorrow, so huzzah, we might be able to extend it out just a little bit longer. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, I'm spamming the social songs, but I'm live. Dunk. Let's try and get some people in, because I do like chatting away. How's everyone been? Having a good weekend? I was about to say start to your weekend, but actually it's coming to an end, isn't it? Which is a bummer, unless you're in Australia. We got that long weekend. It might just be a Western Australia thing, actually. I can't remember. Okay, I'm alive. Doink. I better put come say hello. Happy face. You've always got to include a happy face. We're a friendly bunch here. Let's see. So Dennis says, hello from Wisconsin. Oh, you're up early, Dennis. Thanks for joining. Mike says, I'm dipping in and out of the stream this week as I've been roped into watching a rom-com. Oh, you poor bugger. But yes, no, I appreciate it. You got to spend time with the missus as well, mate, or your partner. And rom-coms are normally a good way of keeping them nice and sweet. Esteban, hello. Hello, Esteban. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's good to have you all on there. We've already reached 11 watching now. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you've only been on for 2 minutes. I think that's a really good effort. So thanks for you for jumping in. That's really appreciated. Keeping me company. I hate talking to myself for the first 5 minutes. Definitely got a face for radio or live streaming without the face. But yeah, I do enjoy these Sunday live streams because I normally pump out my video, obviously, on the Saturday, or it would be Saturday for most people, actually, unless you're like in one of the Pacific Islands just before the time changes. But yeah, so you guys get to see whatever video I've come out live, and you can tell me if you like it or hate it. I did realize that I put out an error with my Japanese tutorial from the other day. The helmets I painted in green, which I've now found out they're more of a brown or a khaki. You know what? You live and you learn. Hopefully, you guys will recognize that error and just change it accordingly. So we've got Benjamin says hello from Denmark. Hello. I don't know what hello is in Denmark. Danish in Denmark in Danish. So I won't even embarrass myself with that. But hello, thank you for joining. Patrick says I work on Japanese. It's a pain in the ass. Lots of minis. There's tons and tons of Japanese to paint. It's painful. Starlight Mini Wargaming. Hello from Staffordshire. Your 50 million Japanese figures were brilliant. Thank you so much, mate. I really, really do appreciate it. Allah's doing good. Only got one German mortar base, 2 tank commanders, and 6 Vesps crew figures left for my 2 armies to the Welsh Nationals, June 21st, 22nd. So you might get them all done, Alan, before the actual tournament and give yourself a bit of time to relax. That's awesome. Mike Taylor, hi everyone. Good morning. No, good afternoon. You're 7 hours behind. Good afternoon to you, buddy. Benjamin says would be hedge, basically pronounced as high. Like hi. Okay, I don't know. I'm awful, Benjamin. I'm so sorry. Patrick says I need to paint 6 platoons. You're absolutely mad. 6 platoons, I'm assuming at full strength. So what's that? 10 stands per platoon. So 60. 60. There's gonna be way more than 60. Yeah, that's That's a lot of infantry. 6 platoons? Oh my god. Alad, I used British uniform for the Japanese helmets. That is a good call, Alad. Well done. I would definitely recommend that. I was really scratching my head after I was told that I used the wrong color. I was like, what on earth color would I use? Because it is an in-between brown khaki color. That's a really good idea, actually. I'm gonna steal that one in the future. Um, Patch, but yes, lots of platoons, lack of foresight, gaming. Good day, good day. We'll listen, but I am playing War Thunder at the moment, so I won't likely be in the chat much. Sorry, no, that's understandable, mate. Priorities. Make sure you shoot down some of those fighters or bombers. And thanks for joining. Good day. 3 more work days and 10 days leave, so trying to detox before I go back for those 3 days. Oh, yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, detox away, detox away. Just jump in if I get anything wrong, or if you fancy having a break from your War Thunder. I've only played War Thunder once. I didn't mind it, but I work on an aircraft simulator for a living, so War Thunder just doesn't really touch the surface. Oh, I can see the castle in the background. That was sent to me by who was that sent to me by? Uh, this is terrible, isn't it? Uh, oh God, this is incredibly bad. How have I forgotten the company's name? It's on the tip of my tongue, I swear. Tabletop Workshop. There we go. So that's going to feature on the channel soon enough. Oh God, I'm in my cartoon shorts again. Oh dear. So yeah, that's going to feature on the channel soon. It's a 28mm castle. Now he didn't send me the whole castle, obviously, but he sent me a tower and a section of the wall, and it is bloody awesome. I'm not into 28mm gaming really, but I think the castle is going to be a big hit with people that play Warhammer and medieval combat and etc. You could even use it for World War II, World War One, modern day, I suppose. Um, Lack of foresight, but ground RB only can't stand air low, and sometimes it's cancerous. Oh dear. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I haven't really done anything else other than trying. I think I got like a BF 109. It might have been free or something. I'm never really into those pay to play sort of things, but it's pretty good for like a free game, I suppose. You can get into it. Um, I was a big fan of Warzone, I think, for a little while there, because it was free. But I'm just into my World War II games, but more on the side of like strategy or realism, if you can really call a game realism or realistic. But yeah, what else can we see in the background there? There's a lot of rubbish, a lot of mess there. It's really awkward because my camera's here, so I'm talking to you guys, but my computer's here. So I tend to find myself looking at the chat, and then I'm also looking at myself, but delayed, and then I keep looking here. So I do apologize. I know it's very rude. I should keep an eye on the camera. But yeah, so what else is everyone working on? We've got Patrick working on his Japanese, and we've got Alad working on his Germans. Is anyone else working on? I'm assuming Mike Taylor's got his British Airborne going, as I been keeping up with on the Discord. The Discord is hot at the moment. Lots of photos and what everyone's working on is very, very good. Lord Papkin says he's working on polls for Team Yankee. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, polls is one of those ones you don't really see too much of, or at least locally here in Western Australia. They're a bit more like the Russians, right? They're pretty much the same equipment, and lots and lots of stands. Lots of modern 28mm says Starline Wargaming, Startline, sorry, Wargaming. What company, mate, and what type of moderns are you working on? Mike Taylor, I'm working on a 17 powder for the British Airborne. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the 17 powder. I did read recently that they pretty much didn't do anything uh, during the battle. If you're focusing around Arnhem, at least anyway, they didn't really do much. I think it was like the last few days they actually saw a bit of combat. I could be completely mistaken, but That's very interesting. I wonder if they could have substituted those 17 pounders for something else. Lack of foresight gaming. Poles are fantastic. My favorite Warsaw Pact faction. Oh, come on. The East German's got. I've actually got an East German flag. I'm not sure if it's legit or not in terms of its historical accuracy, but when I went to Berlin, there was like a Berlin Wall museum, and they were selling like authentic, apparently, flags, and you could get the West German and the East German. And I was like, I just have to get the East German flag. I don't know why, but I just got it. I think it's authentic. I have no idea. I'm going to go with it's authentic, but I have been ripped off in the past. Mark 1241 says World War II Siege. Oh, that's cool. What scale are you working on, Mark? Patrick, after the Japanese, I start to build a Team Yankee army in Swiss camo on Swiss models. That would be awesome. Even a Swiss World War II force would be pretty cool. I'd love to paint off one of those BF 109s in the Swiss scheme. Mikey's asking Mike a question. Starline Wargaming, Spectre miniatures, and some modern British Royal Marines, which I'm just finishing. Oh, that's awesome. Are you painting them in their woodland DPM or their desert DPM? I'm assuming desert, right? Mike Taylor says, no, the train wasn't open enough for them. Yeah, that's what I've read as well. And apparently the £6 of the ammunition that they were using was like the equivalent of a £7 round anyway. Which again, I wasn't aware of. The round was slightly different or had been amended to make it pack more of a punch. Where am I? Yes, okay, so lack of foresight, it's just because they have the best close to assault and counterattack ratings. Okay, right, okay. Starland says, from a company called Design for Battle. I've never heard of them before, but I'll definitely check them out. Mark 12 for he's painting 20mm World War II Siege. Oh, that's awesome. What company though? AB Figures, I'm hoping. Startline Wargame Multigam. Of course, Multigam. Duh. DPM Woodland and Desert. I'm assuming that's the older camo scheme now, right? Alad, a lot of the 70-pound Arnhem got damaged on landing and or stuck in the gliders. Would have scared me to death having one that chained down in the back of a glider. Oh god, could you imagine? Especially some of those Hamilcar gliders, they had the universal carriers in them as well. Imagine being strapped behind one of those and they're coming. I've seen some photos of them flipped upside down. Oh god, I would not want to have been. I think if I had the choice of being a paratrooper or a glider, I would have much rather have jumped out of an airplane than trying my chances at gliding in. That must have been scary as anything. Oh god, yeah, just the thought of that is just horrible. Mike and Mikey are talking about the 17-pounder from Arnhem Heroes, I'm assuming, Empress Miniatures, and they're saying that the 17-pounder is a little bit of a tricky 17-pounder to assemble, but it does look very good once it's been assembled. So that's interesting. I did have the urge today to get around to painting some Arnhem Hero stuff, but not sure if you guys can make it out. My Victrix Limited 28mm here, like Panzer Grens arrived. So I had to get started on those. We've assembled those. I've also got, I'm potentially going to be doing a D-Day special. And these are the 20mm, I can't tell, you can't make these out, can you? The 20mm Pegasus Hobbies D-Day US. Let's see if I can get the box here. So I'm potentially going to try and do a D-Day special to release on D-Day or on the 7th. And do like a little base of these. We'll see. I'm tempted to do that mini diorama. I'm not sure though if I'll be able to get it out in time, but I want, that's the aim. So for this week, I'm going to definitely paint up one of the 28mm Victrix Germans. We've got the 20mm US for D-Day, and we've got some 20mm British Airborne on the bench at the moment. And I've still got to work my way through the Flames of War videos that I've filmed. I just need to Need to edit them. Um, so Mikey agrees with Mike. God, you guys need to change your names. They're too close together. Mike, Mikey. Although you've done the right thing, Mikey, by putting a Y on there. Helps things a little. Mark's put, oh God, now we got another end. Mark has put 172 miniatures. They're a company in Spain. My next purchase from them will be Gurkhas. Oh, I do have some of those miniatures. I've been meaning to review. I got them, oh God, 3 or 4 months ago now. I got some of their Japanese. Very, very nice, actually. Very, very nice indeed. I've got some Chindits as well. So they'll feature on the channel soon. They're a pretty good company, and they had a fantastic deal going at the time. I think it was almost half price. So not sure if that's still going, but seems really, really good. I did notice that some of them were in metal, some of them were in like a thermoplastic. Not so keen on the thermoplastic, but I haven't put them through their paces yet. Maybe they're just a little bit better than most thermoplastics. Um, Mike has put the 17 pounder is a beautiful model. Wow, that D-Day special will be amazing. Yeah, I hope so. I think it should be received well if I time it right as well. Might get a couple of new viewers and subscribers. We'll see. It's all about the subscribers, guys. The Victrix figures look great. Yeah, they really do look great. Um, I did read that the person that sculpted them passed away though, or 3D designed them, whatever, which is a real big shame because very, very intelligent the way that they've done it, where you've got enough for like a full platoon with support options, and you only have X amount of the same sort of pose, but then all the different arms do different things. You got somebody with their MG42 on a tripod, sniper, Panzer Shrek, but then you can change them to be ordinary riflemen. I thought it was very, very smart and really, really well done. So that's a real, real big shame for the community because he could have put out some fantastic stuff. Mike's got my dad's Mike, haha, always been a Mikey. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, my dad's called Mike too. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Lord Papkin, any tips on the fragile, older, weird plastic team yank inventory? I'm sick of them breaking. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't experienced them. I've seen a lot on them. I think it's just one of those things. You just have to be very gentle. They shouldn't be so brittle, right? I've seen even with the thermoplastic like British Airborne that I saw, and half of them are missing their feet and that they're broken off. I don't know what that's all about. The only thing I could say is get a really cheap super glue and just super glue them all back together as best as you can. I think I've seen people glue them on as if they're going through like mud or something, but it never looks right, does it? It never looks right at all. Yeah, saw that too, says Mike. He's such a shame. Very talented chap. My game plastics of the Romans by Victrix. Yeah, he put out some great stuff, didn't he? Real shame. Um, and I've noticed like a lot of what we like is being done by older generations too, where they're going to start retiring that. It's starting to become a bit of a worry, right? Those smaller companies that put out some fantastic stuff are slowly just going to start fading away. So it's just another excuse that our wives and partners and that aren't going to like, that we just need to stock up on the miniatures that we like before everything starts closing or people start retiring or whatever. Mikey, my fave. Sorry for the spelling errors. Typing secretly while watching this film. Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's all right. Completely understand. You get the few typos wrong, and I get pretty much everything I say wrong. So, yeah. Lord Pagman, some of them are fine, but some of them are just so fragile. Yeah, I don't understand how they can be so fragile. Is it the material that they're using? I really don't understand it, but yeah, I don't understand the science behind it. Um, you just got to stick with metal, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what side of the team you're on or the fence. I'm definitely more of a metal person. However, I have been moving towards plastic recently because I'm starting to find plastic easier to paint, which I never thought I'd say. But if you get a good plastic model, um, yeah, I find it easier to paint. Oh dear. I hope none of my metal fans are listening to this. When Paul Hicks broke his hand, I was in shock. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, oh God, imagine Oh, actually, is that going to affect the is that going to affect the Arnhem Heroes, the German side of things release? I certainly hope not. But I suppose it would do, right? Or maybe they will release a smaller Kickstarter for once. The new hard plastic, so they should be fine. Sorry, new are hard plastic, so they should be fine. Yes, yes, I did see that as well. I've also heard that the Team Yankee hard plastic is very nice, which is a really good positive for Battlefront. I hope, I really, really hope that they just redo that whole Africa desert range that they made in thermoplastic and stuff because that was just yeah not good. That was some of their worst work, I think. But I do like the direction they're going. They've got some really good hard plastics as well as they're releasing some of their metal stuff, which if you're a metal fan, then that's really, really good. I know I see some people on their Facebook group like bitching and moaning, oh, should be in plastic, should be this, should be that. But, you know, I think the metal's fine myself. I would like to see hard plastic Japanese as well, but um, only if it's done right. Benjamin says, "Burn the witch." I know, right? Get the stakes out, burn away. Aled, I was sad to see that Evan has left Battlefront. He designed some fantastic plastic kits. Oh, I didn't see that. A lot of people seem to be leaving for a variety of reasons. Oh, that is a big shame. I did see also one of the who was it that left as well? Um, one of the was it the book designers, something like that? He's left as well. He's starting his own another game system. Ryan and Phil, that's it. Yes, Ryan and Phil. Thanks, Jake. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting times ahead for Battlefront. I'd be interested to see what they do. Um, like a Foresight Spot can confirm the new hard plastics are fantastic. Oh, thank God. That's good to hear. Trekken says the modern US infantry and hard plastic are wonderful. Oh, okay, that's great to know. So, yeah, you guys do like their new hard plastic. And I think that's the direction they should have gone. I understand from a business perspective, you would have gone the cheaper route with the thermoplastic, but it was awful. And the cleanup is really, really difficult. Like, even if you use a standing knife, you cut out most of the detail because it's so soft. If you use a file, it never files off. Like, I reckon I would spend a longer amount of time trying to clean them up than I would do painting them. Sorry. Um, so yeah, Benjamin, prepping some of the Battlefront's new metal plastic bricks and strainers at the moment. Yeah, and see, prepping metal doesn't take long at all. You get a nice file, you get a good pair of snips, and you snip off the long bits and you file away the other stuff. And it's just so quick. You can just smash them out, bend everything back into place as it should do. Ryan and Phil, oh yeah, that we've already said that. Tricker says Phil Yates left. Yeah, Ryan being the long-term editor and Phil is Phil. Yeah, Phil featured in some of those gaming videos. Those were really good, and I see him on Facebook quite a bit as well. Lord Patkin, I got some really nice thermoplastic kits, but some are just horrible, and that from Team Yankee are so bad beyond saving. Yeah, I remember when they first came out, so many people were complaining about those thermoplastics. And do you remember those like elf looking faces? It was just a not must have been to coincide with the release of version 4 as well. It must have been an awful time for Battlefront. Um, which was a really, really big shame. Um, because they've had some amazing ranges, right? Um, but positive things, positive things moving in a fantastic direction. So I'm really, really excited to see what they do with the early war range. Is it going to be hard plastic? Is it going to be thermo? Please for the hard plastic over thermo. Is it going to be metal again? Who knows? I'm not privy to any of that information currently. That Trekken says the 8th Army British Infantry in soft plastic got reworked. I painted some of them and I think they're great. Oh, good. Sorry. I do remember somebody mentioning that last week, I think it was. So perhaps I should get some of the the new 8th Army British just to see, because I've got some of the medal that was sent to me by Oscar, my Panzer Ace, which thank you, Oscar, for if you're watching this on catch up. Um, so yeah, maybe some of the new plastic would be good to see. Lord Parker's put, I'm sad that Poland won't be in the first early war book. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? It sort of feels like, with computer games, and if you're not privy to playing, if you don't play computer games, sorry, a lot of computer games these days, they'll do like an early release, access release, and then they'll do a beta, and then they will do like their main release. And that's the sort of vibe I'm getting with Battlefront. They're just trying to release bits at a time, which gives them time to do other stuff. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I was a company, what way I would go. Like, I understand doing it that way, or would you just hold off and just release everything in one big hit? So you can get some Poles, you can get some French, get some Brits, get some Germans, whatever you want to get. But then the flip side to that is, are people going to get more stuff? So, like, if you're releasing everything at the same time, my budget might be like, oh well, I can only get Polish stuff at this time. So then I only get the Polish stuff. If you get bits at a time, I'll get some Brits, I'll get some Poles, I'll get some Germans. Maybe I can see that the doing it in bits probably is a better business idea, at least anyway. Triggers, but also the German mid-war infantry and soft plastic is great. They're a bit knobbly and have really big noses. Yeah, that's what I don't like. I mean, even the helmets didn't look right. The faces didn't look right. So yeah, in that case, I'll probably stick to my metal Germans for now. We've all got a stash of metals, I reckon, unless you're not a big metal fan. But my God, they go for some prices as well. You've got to hold on to some. Some of them are worth thousands, not thousands, but are worth a small fortune. The Hermann Göring medals, the Luftwaffe Field Division medals, um, yeah, worth some good money. Lord Payman says, but Poles will be in the Barbarossa book, which is weird for me. Yeah, that would be weird. I can see that. Um, I mean, Poles kind of deserve. I'd love to see like a a book for the engagements leading up to Barbarossa. So like Czechoslovakia, Poland, the Low Countries, Norway, but then you've got field forces for them. Even if you just did a book for them and rules, and then just let people use third-party miniatures, perhaps is that? But that's not in Battlefront's interest. I don't do that, but that would be cool to see, because obviously the Polish put up a bloody good fight considering what the hell they were going up against. Norwegians as well. And some interesting skirmishes throughout the Low Countries and into France itself. So yeah, I suppose the first book, I'm assuming it's going to be Blitzkrieg, probably would feature Belgium and the Netherlands and France. So yeah, maybe that's already covered. Be interesting. I imagine there'll be some community content that come out with Norway and stuff. But for me, I'm not really that interested in early war. I never have been. I don't know why. It's not like I'm into like tank engagements and stuff. I don't know. It's just never really been of interest to me. Um, but I do like early war in Africa. I really love the Burning Empires book from V3 days. That was an awesome, awesome book. Dragonsport, I didn't see much Polish stuff from other companies. Some Polish infantry encountered by forged in battle. Yeah, do Peter Pig do any do Peter Pig do any Polish stuff? Looking forward to some Danish lists for those of you who only want to play 30-minute war games. Oh damn, that's harsh, Benjamin. Um, but yeah, it's very true though, isn't it? Really, in the grand scheme of things. Um, hey, but a 30-minute engagement is better than not trying at all, right? Um, because I'm trying to think. Did Austria put up any fight at all? I don't know if they did any skirmishes at all, or they just walked straight in the German army. I don't remember reading about any like like engagements. I think it's just pretty much a walk in, but I'm not sure. So if they did, then at least they can say that they put up a better fight than the Austrians. Lord Papkins put a smiley face. Alan's put Battlefront. I expect a hit by the worldwide supply chain and distribution problems. We're struggling in the worldwide defense sector, so it must be a nightmare for non-priority sectors, which is very true. I was speaking to Nick at AB Figures as well. He was saying the cost of metal has gone up because I was trying to get a slight discount for you guys, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen at the moment. So he said the cost of metal has gone up. So that's probably also another reason why only doing certain amount of releases because I know that the Japanese box set is now sold out and people are pissed. They really wanted that box set, which is fantastic for Battlefront because I don't think they were expecting it to be such a big hit. Um, it's probably for people like Patrick that are buying like 20 box sets to make up their a million platoons of Japanese that they're painting. Lack of foresight, but I had to switch to my office computer to be able to work. War Thunder made me break another mouse. Sigh. Oh dear. You're one of those gamers, eh? Um, yeah, I can say I've never get broken anything whilst gaming, but I'm pretty mellow. It takes a lot for me to get annoyed. I will always remember those kids in school breaking monitors and stuff. Those guys were crazy, man. I do have some range issues. I blame my time in the inventory before I switched to clerking, though, says lack of foresight gaming. Oh, well, at least you've got a valid excuse. Um, I, I'm a civilian contractor to the Royal Australian Air Force, and they're pretty mellow, so makes my life a lot easier to be relaxed. Um, so yeah, I've never had any of those issues. I've never been in the military myself as such, so yeah, I'm just going to enjoy being mellow and not breaking any mice and such. I need to save any money I can to buy miniatures. Should have gone to the Air Force. Yeah. I always say, oh, he's put Chair Force. I see what you've done there. Um, God forbid if there's ever a war in Australia, because the Air Force are very relaxed, very, very relaxed indeed. They like their public holidays. They don't like flying over a certain period of time. Yeah, very chill, which is quite amusing to somebody from the outside. I always think back to like what I've seen in World War II documentaries and 1950s national service. I was expecting to come in here and see people painting the parade ground with toothbrushes and sweeping and stuff. I don't see any of that. All the contractors do that. Civilian contractors do all of that now. Lord Pax put Poland is building fortifications, by the way. Well, that would make sense with everything that's going on in that region of the world at the moment. They probably need to just give themselves that bit of security. I also saw that they're spending like 6% of their GDP towards defense, which is really high, but probably needed at this time. So that's very interesting. You know, Poland could really be pushing to be one of the better military forces if they keep up with that sort of spending. Lack of force support. So now that I'm up here, I guess I should work on models. Probably going to build some more warships, but working out some new stuff for Bagration is tempting. It's the problem with this bloody hobby. You're just constantly trying to paint new stuff and starting new projects. However, I've seen your work ethic, mate, and you'll be getting through those in no time at all. Trigger's point, if I remember right, the new Team Yankee hard plastic is made in Poland. I guess they are made by Archon Studio. Anyway, I guess it is clever to move away from China. I thought their main um, production line was in Indonesia or Malaysia, one of those countries. I didn't know they were in China. But yeah, if they can get it in Europe, I'm always baffled with Battlefront though, because isn't their main HQ in New Zealand, but everything goes through the UK, but their suppliers are in Asia. I'm That was my understanding of it, at least anyway. Archon Studio has some other cooperation with GF9 for some Battlefield in a box. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. See, this is why I love talking to you guys, because you guys know all the history. I'd love to get some of you in to do videos for me, so I can just paint and you can talk through the history of the models and such, and the companies that make them. Oh god. Yeah, this is interesting. Lack of force will put collab when then, mate. Yeah, we'll do a collab soon, mate. Don't worry. We just need to tee it up when you're not asleep and I'm not asleep, right? Harry's put from Fog of War's put Archon Studio does great stuff. I need to check out this studio. Production is in Malaysia. Okay, well I was well off then. I suppose did I say Malaysia actually? I said Indonesia and then I said another country. Did I say Malaysia? Did I say Thailand? I can't remember. I was around that region. Lord Papin can't blame them. They got land border with Russia and Belarus. Yeah, I mean that's tricky in itself. Um, but yeah, like I said, if they're spending 6% of their GDP towards military, then that's probably a good sign for them, and that's probably why they're building a really big defensive perimeter. Um, which again is probably a smart move, even being part of NATO, which I'm pretty sure Poland is part of NATO. Tricking. As far as I know, BF has a factory in Malaysia, but they also have other companies who make stuff for them in China. Books are printed in China. Oh, okay. So you guys are in the know. You guys know all of this stuff. That's good. Um, yeah, I didn't know any of this. It's really confusing as well because, and I'm sure Harry will be able to explain this better to me, probably outside of this, but I don't understand why we're always last to get stuff in like Australia, yet the main Flames of War company, like I'm assuming the main HQ is in New Zealand, right? But UK do bulk of the work in terms of distribution. It's such a strange setup. You would think New Zealand would get everything first, then the UK, so we wouldn't be last, but we always seem to be last on the queue. It's very, very odd. Poland has the credit card out for defense. I understand they've ordered a bunch of stuff from South Korea. This is from Harry. Yeah, see, I've not looked into it. I literally just heard in the news that they were going to spend that amount of their GDP towards defense. Um, but yeah, I mean, really interested to see what route they go and how their military will change. Um, they could potentially be the best military in Europe if they stick to that sort of spending. Um, because I know countries like the UK and France and Germany, I'm not sure currently, but their military's only been going down in terms of what they're buying and from what I've read, quality as well. But who am I to judge? I'm just a civilian, but that's what I've read at least anyway. When are you going to a tournament again? I have no idea, Patrick. I have no idea. Obviously, with my son, my third son, due in the 1st of December, probably not going to be going to a tournament for a few years. Once from now, unless there's local ones in WA. But the plan is to eventually go to one either in Australia or try and go back to the UK at some point in the next like 5 to 10 years. So a long time away. I might not even be doing YouTube at that point. Who knows? And then go to one there. I just not sure. Unless I hit the big time with the YouTube, maybe tomorrow my YouTube will kick off and I'll be at like millions of subscribers and I'll be driving my Porsche around and stuff. And then, yeah, maybe I'll just fly around in my private jet and go to a few tournaments. But I don't think that's ever going to happen with this kind of content. So, yeah, we'll see. I'd love to get around to a few tournaments. Like I've seen you go to Las Vegas and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, that'd be so good. Um, Lack of Force has put, oh, Archon does the Dungeons and Dragons and Lay stuff. They look fantastic. He's also put, what's military spending? Yes, I've also heard Canada's not spending too much at the minute on their military either. Lord Papkin, Poland has strong land forces, but air power is mid and navy is trash. But yeah, I mean, why would they need a decent navy, right? I suppose now They probably need to start looking at getting a better naval force. But I mean, I kind of feel like navies are almost redundant. I think most people are going to submarines with missiles and aircraft being able to sink ships and stuff. I've also heard that the US are trying to put like magnetic rail guns in space um, that can sink a ship. What's that? So they're shooting down into the hull of the ships that it's just going to sink straight away. Like um, we live in a crazy world. It's definitely not like the times before us. I have an old gaming tin of the 352nd Infantry Division by BF. The back of the tin says made in China, dice made in the UK, tokens made in the USA, packed in Malaysia. Oh my god, that is crazy. I can imagine that costing quite a bit of money. That's probably why the range doesn't exist anymore. Actually, so I need to come to and play in Australia to play against you. Yeah, probably, mate. In the short term, that'd probably be best. But like I said, it would have to be in WA, and it's probably not worth coming out to Western Australia for a tournament here because it's nothing fancy. It's just a few lads getting together, having a game, eating, drinking, and that's it. It's never a big event. It's normally like 10 at a push, maybe 12 if we're lucky. It's normally around 10. I think there was one we went to. I think it ended up being 6 or 7 of us because most people bailed. I think that was just after COVID or during COVID. Um, yeah, so unfortunately, V4 really did kill the scene for us in Western Australia. It's only just slightly starting to come back, but it fluctuates, which is a real big shame. Like, of course, let's be honest, million subs would only net you enough ad revenue to afford a Toyota. Yeah, that's probably true. Um, I'd be happy with, let's just say, 100,000 subs. If I could get to that, then I'll be over the moon. But I think I'll be waiting a very, very long time for that, if that will ever even be a possibility, which I doubt it would be. Um, Production happens in Malaysia. It is controlled from the New Zealand studio where the main design happens, but the produced stuff goes from Malaysia to the UK and the US for distribution, which is really just so strange. I don't know why. Why can't they give us a boat, come into Australia? Come on, and New Zealand, of course. Lax put, oh, Chris, do you have a sponsorship with Dice of War? Want to get more of their dice to feature and would love to have a go through some of form of affiliate link for you. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Jake. I don't have an affiliate link with Dice of War, but I'm sure if you reach out to Adam and just say to him you want to get some dice, they're going to feature on your channel and you'll help promote it. I'm sure he'll help you out somewhere. I know he's a fantastic supporter of of people and the community. That's not to say he'll give you a discount. I'm not sure. I'm sure he'll do something for you, but just reach out to him. I don't have any program with him. I've got some of his decals actually that need to be shown. But yeah, no affiliate program with Adam. Harry, are you available for the Mid-War Flames games in July? Yes, I'll be going to those, Harry, but that's not a tournament, is that's just a get together of us. Are we going to them? I didn't think you were going to those ones, Harry. Or have you been able to go to those? And I'm not exactly sure where we're hosting it now. Jeffrey's put UK building 6 new arm factories announced today. Oh, finally, they're putting into there. I think I watched Mark Felton. He was saying we've got more naval generals or navy generals than we do warships or something, which is, I say we, I'm in Australia, but in for the UK, which is crazy, right? Britain, with all of its, well, what's left of its empire, should still be a pretty good force in the seas. Admiral, I've been corrected. Yes, admirals, that's the one, not generals. And got my army and navy confused there. I'm going to say that I'm tired. I like to use that excuse. I'm very, very tired. It was a morning shift this week. But yeah, that was a bit of a cock up, wasn't it? Lord Papkins put, COVID almost killed my local BF community. Oh, COVID, yes, yes, COVID would have. Benchmark, maybe someday we will see an Australian team in the ETC. We Denmark played against New Zealand last summer, was great fun. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I want to jump on if I can. But again, that's going to be a long way away. Jake's, but I could see you netting 100k easily. Your content is worth it, mate. Just got to have the time to keep pushing harder to get in the algorithm. Yeah, but I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It just gets hard, doesn't it? And I, I've been doing this, what, over 3 years now? And I know some of you, I know yourself, Harry, they've been doing it for longer. I don't know how the hell you can break this bloody algorithm. It's just, some people just get thousands and thousands of views. I'm looking at my shorts and I'm like, what am I doing wrong with my shorts? Because they get like 1,000 views or 1,500 views. And then I look at others, they've got like 100,000 views. And it's like the same stuff. I'm like, come on, what the hell am I doing wrong here? But yeah, it's like YouTube algorithm. I swear it's because we're in Australia and Canada, they just don't favor us. Lord Packers put your vids are really good level. Oh, thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Harris put Adam's great at providing dice for review. Yeah, definitely speak to Adam. He's got some great dice. I believe they roll sixes as well, if I'm not mistaken, Harry. We jokingly call our master sailors a water corporal. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. Harry's put, I'm running Blackwood D&D Winterfest that weekend, so no Flames of War for me. Oh, that's a shame. That's a big, big shame. Would always love to catch up with you, Harry. Lord Papkin, but you would need to make some shorts from your normal videos and push them on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts to get more traffic. That's what I've started to do, actually. I've been pushing shorts twice a week now, of my long form videos in the short form. And it's been helping. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely been helping. But just not to the extent I was hoping. So somebody said, I was talking to James Viola, who's a fantastic content creator. Definitely go check him out. He does the same sort of thing as me, but maybe more with like more diorama miniatures than wargaming. And he said to try using like ordinary music opposed to um, like the free music I use. Well, it's not free, I have to pay for it, but the music I use through Epidemic Music. Is it Epidemic Sound? Epidemic Music. It's one of those ones. I use it through there, pay for them. So yeah, I've been trying the last few I've released and just using like ordinary like rock sort of music, but it hasn't changed anything. That's James Viola. So I think it's Viola. Really, really good content, really crisp, and yeah, it's really good. I think he's on like 30k subs. Really, really good. Jake's just asked Harry a question. Alice put all those admirals and they had to appoint a Royal Marine Commando as first Sea Lord. Yeah, that was insane. Mike has put finally the film's over. Has a chick flick when it was okay. What was it? Come on, mate. If it was Bridget Jones's whatever it was, not Baby anymore, was it? It was like number 3. My wife tried to make me watch it. I said no, there's no chance. I can't watch that rubbish anymore. Lack of foresight mood, been doing mine since 2021 especially, and yeah, admittedly I stopped a few times because of life, but it's hard to keep getting pushed on the algorithm, mate. Yeah, I've been doing it like constantly now. I've been doing 1 video a week, sometimes 2, and now I'm doing the shorts as well, so hopefully maybe with that combination we'll get going. I'm not on TikTok. I feel like I don't have the time, not with all the other socials I do. And the Discord, which I love the membership Discord. If you're not a member, I'd really recommend becoming one if you've been contemplating it, only because the Discord is worth it, because we do some good chats on there. I do enjoy seeing people's dinners as well, which is very interesting on the Discord server. But yeah, it's very, very cool stuff. But with everything else, we've got the Painting Panzers supporters page on Facebook, the Painting Panzers page, Instagram, YouTube community. It's just insane. I'm just running out of time. I'm not very present on Reddit anymore. And yeah, I mean, fuck, get the violin out, right? But it's, man, you've got to work so hard to get to push that algorithm. But then you see some people, they come on, they do like 5 videos and they've got like millions of views and they're just killing it. You go, oh God, man, how the hell did they manage that? Oh God, I've missed some guys. The guy from Alpha Strike, we play there in Perth, I think, made some of the best BattleTech videos out there, but never took off, and it's baffling. Alpha Strike, they're in Perth, I think. I've never heard of them. That's from Iron Ghost. I'll check them out then if they're in Perth. Perth, Western Australia. Um, Epidemic Sound, yeah, I finally dropped paying them when I realized the clip of music I've been using the last year are not from them, lol. Oh dear. You could use viral music. Yeah, but a lot of the viral music's like pop and hip hop, and I'm not sure like One Direction. It's not One Direction, but you get the gist. One Direction would go with me painting like Waffen SS Oakleaf. It's probably doesn't have the right ring to it. Um, I think in the end, historical wargaming is a niche in a niche still. So if you want more views, just out 40k and Warhammer in the title. Yeah, I know. I've got the 40k stuff that I was given for free. I still can't bring myself around to paint it yet and put it on the channel. How to lose a guy in 10 days. All right, I'll make sure that I don't recommend that to my wife. Bridget Jones, I drew the line in that too. Yeah, definitely got to draw the line at Bridget Jones. Don't worry, I used to use TikTok because of work. Lol, so you're not alone. Says lack of foresight. Mike Taylor's put talking of videos. What's coming up in the near future? Oh, you might have missed what was coming up. So we've got some potentially. We've got some D-Day US Rangers for D-Day, the anniversary of D-Day. And I'm going to do a sort of Saving Private Ryan base. So we're going to have medics working on someone. We're going to have one of those little obstacles with a rifleman shooting around it, blood on the sand, and maybe a little bit of water and stuff. I'm going to try and get that out for D-Day. If not, it'll be the week after D-Day. I've got a video that's just been released for members. It's British infantry in 172 scale. For D-Day, it's not. It's just late war British infantry titled D-Day. That's coming out on the 7th, but I might move that to the 14th if I do get this other video out. We've also got the Victrix limited plastics. So actually, these might even take precedence over the other two. We'll see, because I know these are very hot at the moment. So if I can get a video out on them pretty quick, we might get some good views on that one and grow the subscriber base. I did notice on this guy though, his STG-40 pouches are straight, they're not curved, and I'm pretty sure the STG-40 pouches, 44 pouches were curved, which is interesting. I already just know that. But yeah, we've got some 20mm British Airborne that are also going to feature on the channel. Some applying decals, but in the form of uniform patches and stuff. So like I've got the British Airborne patch on one of the 20mm figures that I'm painting that is wearing just his normal British tunic, not his Denison smock. God, that was a long-winded answer. Trekken makes a great point. Historical super niche, you have to expand it a bit to probably get more in. Yeah, true. Harris put, I've been in this now here and I have 5 subs. Lucky I don't go for the big bucks. Yeah, that's harsh, Harry. Because you put out some great stuff as well. I love your channel for the history and the information behind each little bit within certain models and that. So it's a real shame that it hasn't grown bigger than it should have, because it's a great channel. Same as Jake's Lack of Foresight Gaming. He's got some fantastic gameplay videos. It's just the algorithm, you know. It's just a shit. You really need to really need to fight hard. But Warhammer is so oversaturated. It's hard. Yes, that's very true. Says Lack of Foresight Gaming. If I were wanting spousal shows to watch, Gilmore Girls is a good bet. I watched it with my family a lot when I was growing up, followed by Stargate. It's not as bad as it sounds. It sounds terrible. Trekken says Victrix has some new late war Germans in 20mm and they look great. That's what we're going to be painting, mate. That's exactly what we've got right here. Victrix have kindly sent out the thing, the sprue set. Terrible lighting. I do apologize. Not even focusing, is it? But yeah, very cool. Probably an MP4 ammo pouch. That's exactly what it is. But I would have liked, so no, maybe I'm being fussy. No, I'm not going to say that. It's definitely an MP40 ammo pouch, or pouches, because there's 2 of them. I did consider moving my content to OnlyFans just to break open a new audience, yeah. Or you can try the ASMR, so just do like opening and snipping away and gluing stuff and just call it ASMR. Apparently that's popular at the moment. Are they sculpted to the body? They are. The only thing that wasn't sculpted to the body is their bread bag and shovel and stuff. So yeah, interesting design for sure. Trekken's put nice. Looking forward to it. Thank you, mate. Yes, it's going to be good. And we're going to be doing Splinter for their Zeltbarn in using Vallejo paints. So that'll be probably 2 videos in itself. So we'll do the main one, and then I'll do a more in-depth Splinter tutorial. And then I need to start doing some more SS camouflage schemes and here camouflage schemes like swamp, marsh, or I suppose that's the same thing, and the different types of oak leaf, palm tree, and all that stuff, because they're the ones that get the views, which is crazy. Lord Packin, you can try generic tutorial videos for noobs like how to thin your paints, etc. I have thought about that, mate. I have thought about that, but I'm not very good at explaining things, I don't think. And I'm not very good with the science behind things. And I normally show people how I do stuff, which is normally wrong. Like just the other day, I was spraying a Tamiya flat clear coat on my decals, and then the one thing I read on there on a plastic miniature is do not apply to plastic models. I'm like, I've been applying this to plastic models for ages. I don't know why it says that. Um, so yeah, I just like to wing my videos and just say, this is what I do. It seems to work for me. I try not to say, which I might do, I try not to say, this is how you should do something. I try and just be like, this is how I do something, or this is, you know, this is the way I paint it. I mean, I say layering and highlighting. I don't know what the actual technique is. I remember being in like the Warhammer shop and they'll be like, this is how you should highlight. This is the exact way you need to highlight. This is the exact way you need to layer. And I don't think that works. It's like sport, right? You can show somebody how to kick a ball a certain way, or hit a ball a certain way, but people are going to have their own little techniques, their own little ways of doing it. So yeah, I try and stay away from those types of videos. I have done it with the decals and stuff, like how to apply decals and that. But yeah, I try not to make them too often. Um, Mike's put lack of foresight. After anything she wants to watch, it's then my turn to choose her. So going to pop on the cricket. Oh yes, I see West Indies were doing well, but I think they were losing quite a few wickets last I checked. If you're talking about the England West Indies game, or are you going to be watching the local county games? I'm not too sure. Yes. So lack of foresight agrees with Lord Papkin. You're sounding exactly like me right now, Chris. All I'll say the same thing you've told me. Don't think of it like that. Just present it as how you do it exactly. It works on my Japanese painting vid rather well. At the end of the day, as long as they're building and painting, enjoying the hobby, then it doesn't really matter if it's right. That's true. But you do get hate. You do get some people that hate it. I think I posted it on a Scale Modelers Facebook group, one of my decals thing. They're like, no, that is wrong. You don't do that. You idiot. You shouldn't tell anyone to do that. Do not believe this guy's advice. And I'm just like, oh god, here's what it is. Sport, do not worry about being wrong. I heard many guitar professionals saying that Mark is playing the guitar wrong. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Knobfler? Is wrong. I'm one thing about me, guys, is I'm absolutely useless with music. I don't know artists. I don't know music. I must be the only guy in history that failed the triangle when I was at middle school in the UK. Like, they literally tried every instrument to try and get me as involved in music, and I'm just awful, absolutely awful at music. So I do apologize if that's some sort of famous musician. I'm just not over it. I do apologize, Trekken. Harry's put that Jake at Lack of Foresight's gaming Japanese painting video was great. I think he's referring to Jake's video, because it was very, very good indeed, and it showed how to you can slap them together very quick, and make them look very, very good indeed. Mikey's put England versus West Indies. It's not looking good for England. 7-2. Well, that's typical England, isn't it? God help them when they come to Australia for the Ashes. That's all I can say. Lack of foresight. Oh, I love hater comments. I get to tell them to stuff it. Lol. Yeah. I like the way you word things on the paints video as it feels casual and easy to follow. Ah, well, that's very nice of you, Mikey. I do appreciate that, mate. And I tried to do it. Um, the problem is as well, I found like I'm just repeating myself constantly, but maybe it's a good thing. Um, just to reiterate the point, I might do some though. I know some people want to see how I assemble plastic models and um, maybe how I make my no oil mixture. I mean, it's so easy. I feel silly. Some people have asked me to do like, how do I do my metal head swaps? And it's like, am I really going to make a video on that? Because it's literally like I snip the head off with a, well, like I cut the head off with my Stanley knife and just glue it back on. There's no pinning, there's no nothing. So I'll be making like a 5-10 minute video of that's it. So, but it's content, I suppose. Yeah. See, this is the debate you got to have. I've got to have a whiteboard with just a million ideas. I think he's referring to yours, says Jake. Well, we shouldn't have put videos up around the same time, should we? This is all just too bloody confusing. Mikey's put, could be worse. Could be the Leafs playing hockey. I don't know why they're still my team at this point. Oh, yeah. I understand the frustration of teams. My local Premier League club got relegated. That's Leicester City. So we're back down into the Championship, which is just great. Any team club I follow seems to be to get good stuffing. Southampton have been knocked out of the Prem. Oh, you've joined the club with me, with my team, Mikey. That's great. Yeah. And try being an Englishman in Australia when England lose to the Australians in the cricket. It's not a fun time. Leafs haven't won the cup since 1969. Yeah, I don't know anything about hockey. I don't at all. Mike's spot, I bet it's brutal. Oh yeah, yeah, it's very brutal, especially when you play cricket locally. Well, I did. I don't anymore. I had a choice to make. Do I play cricket or do I do YouTube, like not full time, but make it my weekend activity? And I chose cricket. So you guys should count yourself very lucky. I chose my. That's a joke, by the way. I chose filming and editing miniatures over getting a duck every weekend, which probably was a smart choice. I was in Cardiff when Wales last beat England in rugby. Oh god. Sadly never played cricket. Rugby I did was quite fun. Yeah, cricket's one of those you either love it or you absolutely hate it. And most people don't like it. It's which is a shame because it is a very good sport, I think. My team has just gone from Championship to Premier League, Sunderland. It's good to see them back, John. It's good to see Sunderland back. They were in there for quite a while, weren't they? But they've been out of it for a short time as well. But yeah, it's good to see them back. Um, for how long will be very interesting. Well, for me, it's just non-existent here in Canada. Well, Canada seems to be doing well in cricket that I've seen for like the minor teams, for like cricket World Cups that are coming up and that. So it might start getting a presence. Obviously, if you've got a big Indian fan base and or Pakistani fan base, they're normally like cricket mad. So they normally bring cricket to countries and stuff. So you might see a lot of Canadian teams have a lot of like Pakistani and Indian players playing for them that have immigrated to that country. I think Team USA have the same thing. Most of them are like Indian and Pakistani players. I suppose they're US players, but they've immigrated from said countries. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's well worth checking out a game if you can. But then if you've never seen one before, you have no bloody idea what's going on. Um, I don't think so. Okay, so they do exist. I'll look into it. Yeah, it's a game I'd love to learn so I can see if it's something I like. My team Aberdeen says Jeffrey lifted the Scottish Cup for the first time in 35 years last week. Oh, that would have been a good celebration, Jeff. Um, it's crazy. I was never into cricket, and my missus got me into it, says Mikey. Now that is unusual because my missus hates cricket. I think she's watched me play cricket once, and that was for probably all of 10 minutes. And she didn't even get out of the car. She was like, there is no way I'm going to continue watching this. This is just awful. And I don't blame her because if she was playing netball or something like that, I probably wouldn't be watching that either. John's put, yeah, Peter Reid had a good spell with Sunderland 2 years straight. We were sixth or seventh, just missing a Europe place. Yes, that does all ring a bell. Yeah, you guys were doing really well at the time. That might have been when, or just after Leicester won the Premier League. Now we're back down into the Championship for what, second time in 3 years? But Bluey has me interested in cricket, says Jake. Mike's put nice lack of foresight. Yeah. Yeah, look, we've got some cricket converts, Mikey, which is great. 20 over games are great to watch. If trying to get into cricket, 5-day tests are not good for new viewers. There's a lot slower pace. Yeah, that's very true. True. Although I, as a cricket lover, I much prefer Test cricket than I do to 20 over cricket. But like you said, you've got to be into cricket before you understand the difference. Um, I love the challenge of Test cricket. I think it's just so good and a lot spicier than some of them. But then, yeah, if you get a draw or something, it's bloody boring, isn't it? Oh, yeah. But it's been a good stream, guys. Again, we've been doing really well with the numbers. You guys have been coming in. You're obviously interested in having a good old yarn. You guys are really good at keeping each other entertained in the chat section as well. So yeah, if you're watching this on catch up, guys, I'm doing this at 9 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. I think in the UK, and God only knows what it is in the US. Every Sunday, um, I think, and I think next week is me on my own, and then the week after we'll be doing the Panzer races on here again. So I'm going to try and do Panzer races on here once a month as part of the live stream. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this and really find it's a really good way to connect to you guys. You guys can ask me questions. We'll try not to talk about cricket too many times because a lot of you guys are European and North American viewers, and you're going to be like, what on earth is cricket? But yeah, if you're watching this on catch up and you want to come and ask me questions, feel free to do it. I get some cracking questions on here sometimes, ones that I really struggle. I have to really go into the deeper parts of my brains to answer. Brain to answer. So yeah, really do enjoy it. And there's some great blokes on here, and I'm assuming ladies as well. Although I can't see any at the moment, but I'm sure that we'll get some come in and out, I'm sure. But yeah, in terms of everything's going, channel's going great, guns doing really well. Subscribers are constantly going up, so you guys obviously enjoy what's being put out. I'm really trying to aim for 10K by the end of the year, which seems very doable at the moment with my analytics, but like a lot of YouTube creators will tell you, that can all change in a day. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It I know it doesn't mean much. I mean, I don't subscribe to everyone, don't get me wrong, but it helps. It does help. Liking, subscribing, sharing content, stuff like that just helps that channel grow. And it is really, really appreciated. I can't say it too much how appreciated it is and all the love and support you guys give me with comments and videos and stuff. Um, uh, it would be it'd be amazing if we could reach that 10K mark. We'll see, and then we'll have to come up with a new target if we do get there. I'm just frustrated. You don't get a bloody plaque for 10K anymore. I was really hoping to get some sort of plaque from YouTube. I don't think I'll get one anyway because I've been banned. So even though it was lifted, but yeah, I have to get to 100K. If you guys can get me to 100K, then I'll be very, very happy. just so I can put that plaque. You know, when you see live streamers putting their plaque on the back there, I can get rid of all that junk and put a nice like silver plaque on there. Anyway, I need to stop dreaming, right? Um, I'm far from I'm far from a Britophile, but recent world events have me reigniting my interest in anything Commonwealth. Yeah, the Commonwealth is fantastic. I love the history behind it, and the connection that countries can have from it. I think it's pretty cool myself. So it's 10:30 in Canada at the moment, so it'd be 9:30. I'm assuming the stream. Oh no, yeah, 9:30 the stream would be starting. I broke my nose from my school playing cricket, got hit between the eyes, ended up looking like a panda with a nose like a horse. Good God, John, that sounds awful. I have seen some horrific cricket accidents. Fortunately, not with me. I saw a guy break his eye socket. A guy split his lip, broke his nose, and lost like his front top four teeth. Yeah, not good. I'm gonna start doing a Saturday morning stream, lol. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. Get on there. Get streaming. Def going to copy your idea. Yeah, streams are awesome. Good way of connecting with everyone. Um, uh, I was, just one day I was like, I'm just gonna start streaming every Sunday. And you guys have taken to it really well. I streamed a little bit during the ban on Facebook, and you guys enjoyed it, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as I can. Baltazar, hello, you've joined. Hello, what time we have in Australia? Currently it's 10:42 p.m., so I'm just about getting ready for bed. Like I thought, so, oh, Chris, please send me your shipping address. I have a few 50 mil models to send you if you'd like to paint them. Oh, okay, I'd be very interested to see what you want. Would you like them back, or you just want me to paint them and put them on the channel? Mike has put 10K would be great. Yes, fingers crossed, Mikey. 10K by the end of the year. I think it's an achievable goal. I think my analytics are showing I'm getting about 400 subbies a month at the moment. It was at 500, which was like, that's insane. And then it went down to 400. I think that's because I posted a couple like German tutorials. Um, so yeah, hopefully we can get it back up. If I can get to 10K before the end of the year and just try and push some more out, that'd be even better. But we'll see. Can't be too greedy, right? Lack of force I'm saying is going to make me a plaque for 10K. No, don't do that. That will be that would be cheating, wouldn't it? That'd be cheating the system. Mike's put painting pans at the channel they tried to ban. Oh yeah, and they've still got plenty of time to do it, right? Um, we'll see. Hopefully they won't. I've been trying to be good. Been trying to be a good boy and not do too much craziness. But I suppose if somebody dislikes anything related to the Waffen SS and Germany and Hitler, then oh god, I said his name. I shouldn't have said that. Then I'm definitely going to be in trouble. Mike's put just upgraded to a Panzer Ace. What? You legend. Why did you do that? You absolutely crazy, man. You didn't have to do that. Oh, mate, I'm really happy. Thank you. You guys are just way too generous with these memberships. Now, as I said last time, I feel guilty even having them up there. I mean, it's very easy um, to put them on, but then when you're taking it off people you consider like friends, the amount of times we chat in Discord and on there, it's like we're chatting away. But it's going to be great to have you potentially join us on the live stream in a week or two's time, Mikey. And yeah, I've got to get that's 3 shirts now that we've got to get out. So I'm gonna have to get my wife involved on that. Jake's put one of us. Yeah, that's right. Those Panzer Aces are growing, I tell you. I think that's what's that? So we've got Patrick, Oscar, Panzer Jim, Colin, James, Lack of Foresight, Mike, and now Mikey. So that's eight Panzer Aces. That's bloody awesome. Fantastic. Um, yeah, thanks a lot, mate. Wow, you guys are awesome. Uh, it's just crazy. Um, oh God, I don't know what to say. It's kind of embarrassing as well in a way because I feel like I'm just taking off a mate, like I said. But yeah, really, really chuffed. Thank you. Like a force spot, I need to start pushing my Patreon. I don't offer a fancy shirt though, so totally fair. I couldn't think of anything to offer. I'm like, I don't do special videos because I just don't have enough time to pump out content. Um, so yeah, I offer bugger all. But then I thought if I just do a $1, a $2, a $5, and a $15 tier, I don't think that's a lot of money when compared to other Patreons. So if people want to pay like $1, then that's awesome, and that's just supporting the channel however best they can. Like I'm the same. I think I'm only a Patreon on like a couple of things, and I only do like a couple of dollars here and a couple of dollars there. Um, so yeah, it's a very hypocritical that I'm asking people, sorry, to be members and Patreons and stuff. Um, Without not really doing it to myself, to other people. But it really is helpful because I have to buy models, paints, and it really, really, really does go a long way, especially in the situation I'm in at the moment. So yeah, it's really, really good. Mike has put, mate, it's well worth being an ace. Oh, you guys are you're too nice. You're gonna make me blush, guys. It's really nice of you. Thank you. John's bringing it back to some good geek talk here. I wonder if people are going to buy their range from Grubby Tanks when he retires. SHQ, Red Out Enterprises, Kelly's Heroes, his original SL Miniatures line, Britannia Miniatures. Jesus, he's got a lot of hands in the pies there. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Don't even get me started on Grubby. And I just can't get a hold of him. Although I do believe Alan said if I can get he can maybe help me with an order, but we'll see. We'll see on that front. I've got family over there now. I might try and reach out to him again. But I'm going to be doing a checkpoint miniatures order actually because I do like checkpoint miniatures. Lack of force, but oh, it's not, and you have great rewards for it. I was trying to do early access to vids for my $10 tier, but it's been so hard keeping up with the regular video releases that no. Yeah, I've been pumping out. I always try and do early release for a week. That's as best I can now. Red Out has some good odd figures. Red Out the ones that have got the Zulu range as well. I think they've got like a Rorke's Drift and stuff. Because I was considering that before I got the Warlord Games Rorke's Drift set. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to start wrapping it up. I am so tired. I actually feel quite spaced out, as if I've been on some sort of good stuff that I've never had before. But yeah, I feel just a little bit like spaced out, like I need some sleep maybe, or I'm coming down with a cold or something. I just don't feel 100% right. So I better stop now before I embarrass myself more. But Alad says no problem, as may be quicker than the family option. And Mike is confirmed that the Red Art is the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, they've got some awesome images. And thanks again, Alad. I really do appreciate it. I'll probably take you up on it, especially if I see some, not even 20 mil, but some Flames of War, hard to get stuff. I was trying to push Jake at like a foresight to go to a shop in Canada that's still got like the holy grail of metal miniatures, but he says it's 6 hours away. So we all need to do like get him to go do a bulk order for all of us. Thanks for a lovely stream, my friend. Get some rest and take care. I really appreciate it, Jake. Thank you. And let me know if you go about getting up a live stream. I'll see if I can jump in and say hello. That would be really good. And definitely check out James Viola if you haven't. I think you'll enjoy his content, and I'm sure he would enjoy yours too. Oh, working on that. Excellent stuff, mate. We have a sergeant at the base on IR that travels home to pet once a month, working on it. Good man. That's what we like to hear. Good stuff indeed. Hope it's not a call, mate. Just get a decent sleep. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I felt great today. It's just sitting down here. I feel just a bit like, my head's a bit all over the place. So I'm not been a bit spaced out. So we'll see what's going on. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to go and try and rest up a little bit and maybe take something. But yeah, if you remember, we've got the new. Just quickly, if you remember, we've got the new early release. So jump on that one and check it out. Let me know how you found it. Let me know what you want to see. And yeah, thanks again to all of you that have jumped in and watched this one's these live streams. It's bloody awesome. You make for a really great time. I really do enjoy these. I really look forward to them, which I never thought I'd be saying it so soon. I didn't think I'd be getting like 20 to 25 people um, watching at any one time. So that's really cool. I do appreciate it, guys. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna head off to sleep. Just quickly finish it off. Mike said, hope it's not cold, just get a decent sleep. Thanks, mate. I will. John Shepherd, yeah, I think so. Red Out were more prominent with a Renaissance range, advertising wargame miniatures at the time. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Good stream again, says Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. Mike says, thanks. Great chat, guys. You look knackered. Oh, God. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I feel knackered. Great stream from what I caught. Have a great week, all. Oh, you pretty much caught it all, Marky. And thanks again for coming to Panzer Race. All right, lads. Thanks again. I'll speak to you next Sunday. Now then, I have to turn this thing off and embarrass myself a bit more. No, it's this one here. Here we go. Stop. Bye, guys.